life in the old castle. Happy times them were. The people were all so much friendlier. Oh, and how we feasted. And courted the fair maidens as well. There was work, of course, sharpening our minds. Making us strong. But mainly, I remember it as a happy time. Oh yes, and then there were the neighbors.
Greetings, sire. Your stronghold awaits you.
Okay, hello, and welcome to Stronghold. Stronghold HD in particular. Because I don't want to even try to get the original working. Yes, well, up until maybe about 15 minutes ago, I was floundering around wondering what I would actually stream. And I was going over things, and I was like, do I want to do this? Do I want to do that? No, not really. And I was like, well, okay, how about I stream Stronghold? Because I had played a little bit of it a few days ago. I'd make that sound like I haven't played it before. I have. I have actually played through the entire military campaign once before. I remember part of it being very difficult. So yes, this is a game which... It's a RTS simulation game where you manage a castle, the castle life in it, collect resources, train soldiers, and you have to keep your peasants happy, or suppressed enough that they don't rebel against you, while also defending your fortress against the enemy. And the stronghold building mechanics in this game are kind of second to none. They're very impressive and very nice and easy to make use of. So there is a sequel. There is quite a few sequels to this actually. There's Stronghold Crusaders, I think, which is this but set in the Crusader Kingdoms, which I haven't actually played. I've really just played the original, and I haven't played any of the later sequels, which, from what I understand, vary from meh to it's alright, and varying degrees between that. I remember Stronghold 2 not being very well received. I think because it was buggy? Anyway, so yes, this also, I never actually owned this game growing up. I did play the demo of it when it came out, and it was very impressive, but it apparently didn't impress me enough to actually hunt down a copy of it in the stores at the time. I'm not sure why. Because I think I came back to it a few times when I was like, you know what, that game where you could build the castles and it was really fun. But I never actually ended up buying a copy of it. I have a copy from GOG now, so yes. Anyway, I'm actually going to have a look at options first, because we're playing it at massive resolution, which meant that the videos at the beginning were quite small. Scroll speed, normal, we'll see that. I didn't actually see this when I tested it. I think this might have been added by HD Edition. I don't think you could actually change the settings in the main menu in the base game, unless that just blended into the background. But yep, we'll go combat, and we'll go play the military campaign. there's a variety of different things. You can play a siege, invasion. There's also economic-based games where you can play through an economic campaign, but I don't think I've done that. Economic mission or free build, which is what I played about a week ago, just mucking around and realizing how much of the game I had actually forgotten. So it's a good thing the campaign has a built-in tutorial. So we'll do Gathering the Lost and enjoy the music.
As soon as the king had marched his army into the barbarian homeland, rumors began of a plot to seize the throne. When news came of the king's capture, the country was invaded. Several nobles, including your father, sought to end the bloodshed, but on the way to meet for negotiations, their party was massacred by a band of unknown raiders. Bruised and exhausted, you have been beaten back to a forest on an overlooked peninsula, where a small group of loyal troops are hiding. Although the country is lost, maybe from this refuge, you can at least avenge your father's death.
Mission 1, Gathering the Lost.
I say we act now, and strike while the iron is hot.
No. The few men we have would be cut down like lambs to the slaughter. We need time to gather our forces.
Nonsense! I shall take 6 of me finest men into enemy territory by the cover of darkness, and...
No, just listen. Our men are close to starvation. This is what we must do.
The debate rages on well into the night, but eventually Lord Woolsack takes you to one side.
Sir Longarm tells me he knew your father well, which is why I'm giving you your chance to prove yourself. It is time you got your first taste of command.
Okay, and it starts us off there with a plot about how we're avenging the death of our father at the hands of some unknown brigands, and our 2 advisors. So yes, and this is the map. It's based on England and Wales, which is a little odd when I've played through the campaign, because it's not specifically mentioned, I think, to actually take place in England. It's just a medieval proxy for the most part. It may as well take place in a fantasy world, even if it's grounded in real life, or grounded in reality. It's not historical, but anyway. So we also have these other characters up here who are our major rivals. We have the Rat Kingdom here, the Snake's Domain over here in Wales, the Lands of the Pig here in... not entirely sure, and the Wolf's Lair up in the northern part of England. And we are all the way down here in the neutral lands. This makes it seem like a lot more tactical than it actually is. As far as I remember, the campaign is pretty much completely linear, so it's an interesting way to display it anyway.
We need you to oversee the setting up of a good-sized base camp. Start by finding a suitable clearing, then use some of the wood plentiful in this area to begin your construction.
Okay, we're starting with easy stuff. Objectives: acquire goods, 20 meat. Acquire goods, 40 wood. This is of objectives. Hints. Yeah, we need hints. I need all the help I can get. Start by building a couple of woodcutters' huts. Then place a couple of hunter posts. Click to reveal a hint. Sure. Placing hunter posts close to the granary will speed up food production. Building woodcutter huts near trees will speed up wood production. Such outlandish concepts. Oh, here we go. And we've got tutorials as well. Keep. I won't read all this. It's just going over some of the buildings. The keep is the main building where your peasants arrive from, I believe. And also where your lord hangs around. The granary is where we store all of our food. Woodcutter's hut is, of course, where the woodcutters bring logs and turn them into planks. Hunter's posts is where hunters, of course, bring back deer which they've killed and they process into meat to bring to the granary. And houses, I want to read this actually. Housing governs the maximum population your castle can hold. Your keep will house some peasants, but when it is full, you will need extra housing for your workers. Each house placed will increase the castle maximum population by 8. The castle's maximum population is shown in the bottom of the book held by your scribe in the bottom right of the interface. We'll see that down here. Build too many houses too quickly, and you may provoke a population explosion, which will soon drain your granary of food. Conversely, demolishing your already populated houses is likely to cause overcrowding, which will have an adverse effect on your popularity. What's it say about overcrowding? Crowding will occur when your population exceeds your available housing. The population indicator will turn red if you have an overcrowding problem. Overcrowding may occur if a house is deleted or destroyed by the enemy. To remedy overcrowding, simply build more houses. Your available housing will increase by 8, and your settlement will continue to grow. Okay. Does it cause, like, negative opinions? Possibly.
Place a keep to site your castle.
Okay, and here's the game itself. Can I move WASD? No, I cannot. I think I can move by holding the mouse down. Oh, hold on. Okay. The controls...
To site your castle,
Yes, I'll get to that. The controls in this game are... they're unique to the game. But I think the visuals look very nice. We can also zoom in a bit. Kind of. I think we can. Can we not? That's zoom out. That's the entire map. Okay, so we can't zoom in? I thought there was a zoom in button. Am I being blind too? Hold on. Options. No, there's no controls. Of course not. Okay, and we've got our briefing. Delete. Yeah, sure. Right. Well, we're gonna have to place our Saxon Hall here somewhere. This is a beginning map, so it really doesn't matter. Let's just plonk it down over here or something. There, because it's nice and visible.
Site your granary, sire.
And we have some peasants popping out of the building right here.
Warning, your lordship.
Little Greenleaf, peasant, waiting for job. And there's our lord.
Granary, sire.
Yes. I'll keep bugging you about that.
Site your granary, sire.
Yes. Stop that. I want my lord. Can't click on my lord. Fine, I'll stick my granary down. Just put it there. We can also build more, which will, like, you attach them attach them together, and it expands your capacity. Ooh, there's a bit of a tearing in the screen there. Oh, when I move the middle mouse button, it actually centers on our hall. Can I not zoom in? I thought there was a way to. No. But we can see some of the things. I'm actually holding down control and pressing the arrow keys. This is rotating the screen. This is flattening the landscape. This can be very useful when you're placing walls. You'll see that the ground kind of has a bit of a terrain, like, what do you call it? Like, there's sloping and all that. I believe the ground is made up of tiny little squares. You can kind of see it from this, from the texture work on the ground. And from the shadows of the trees. It's all made up of these little squares, and each square has its own height. And you can see they raise up here as the grass gets browner. And it's more lush and green as it gets lower down. I suppose because the dirt's thinner up on top of the hills. But if we hold control down, or we press this, we have to hover over it, it will flatten out the landscape. Which looks a little odd when all the rocks sort of get shoved down. But it helps you see behind the cliffs. If we see over here, there's a valley over here. But we can't really see into it. If we flatten the landscape, we can see the valley, and it's actually quite wide. Anyway. We have our industry buildings here, stockpile. We have some wood or planks already set there.
Animal tracks have been reported in the area, sire.
Yeah, thank you. That's just... yeah. There's deer about! We'll put a woodcutter's hut over here. And we'll put another one down. Now, efficiency of your fortress, of your stronghold, I should call it a stronghold, not a fortress, is an important thing of this game. Because it's like the settlers. if you've played the Settlers series, and I've only played Settlers 4, and I wasn't very good at it, all these villages are all autonomous, but they go about their jobs. All the city builder games, like Caesar 3, Pharaoh, Rise of the Middle Kingdom, Zeus, all of your villages are autonomous, and they go about doing their jobs. Also like Dwarf Fortress. So you see these woodcutters are going collecting the wood from this tree, and then they're bringing it to their hut, and they're building a little pile. And then they'll carve it into planks, and then when they finish that, they'll carry them over to here, drop them off, and come back, and then they'll collect more wood. What this means is that the further away they are, you know, of course, the longer it will take for them to, either, if they have to travel from here over to here to get wood, then it takes longer for them to get back and forth between the trees and back to their woodcutter's hut. But also, if they're far away from the stockpile, they'll take longer to get over to here. You can see they kind of only meander around.
This policy of no taxes is the least we could expect.
Yeah.
Granary stocks are very low, sire.
Yeah, we're going to have to actually build some things to feed people because everyone's eating all of my food. And they're going to start starving soon. Actually, in preparation for that, I'm going to get ahead of myself here a bit. Actually, can I modify that?
The people love you, my lord.
Yeah, it's great. Fear, stores, population, weapons, no. The game will go over all of this. Can I not adjust? I can toggle eating certain types of food off. There's only 4 food items in the game. But having a variety does help. How do I... Penniless and loved. The numbers here are... This is our overall popularity. At the moment it's 77 because people are starving currently. It's going down. The number underneath it is how much gold we have.
Popularity is falling.
Which currently we're not taxing people.
No change in the treasury.
I can raise taxes here with 8 peasants. If I raise taxes, we'll get 4 gold.
March these taxes.
And they complain about it whenever you have more taxes. And it lowers
system all round.
and it affects popularity. At the moment we're getting +1 from it. If I lower it more, I can actually bribe them. Give them money.
A fair tax system all round.
But you don't want to do that. You know, you're the lord. You don't pay the peasants. The peasants are there to pay you for the what's it called? For you being so gracious as to give them land to work from. Hello, welcome. This looks cool. Yes, it is quite an enjoyable game. And we're only on the tutorials at the moment.
No change in the treasury, lord.
Oh, I changed. This is where I do it. Okay, we can see there's some meat in here now. If I feel that the peasants are eating too much food, I can actually reduce their rations. At the moment they have full rations, which is... They're fine with that. They're getting as much food as they need. 4 units of food, 2 months supply, 1 food type eaten. They get more happiness if they're eating a variety of food. At the moment we only get meat, because tutorial. I can lower their rations. It lowers our popularity.
Half rations.
They complain about it. This means they eat less food. 3 units of food, 3 months supply. That means my food lasts longer. I can also lower it to no rations. This means they don't eat at all.
No food?
And it gives -8. However, they don't necessarily need to eat to survive. Doesn't favor the stream quality though. Too many small pixels to compress. Oh dear. Well, let's I was half afraid of that. Does this help a bit? If I lower the resolution, maybe if it's a bit bigger, because it was rather small. It's very animate. I was trying to zoom in, but perhaps this looks a bit better. Pardon for any of the technical issues. I just decided to do this on a bit of a whim and I didn't get to see what the recording would be like. That looks a bit alright to me. That's better, I got rid of the blockiness. Good, okay. I would have been playing it in a window, which helped, but I don't think it's got a windowed mode. I didn't actually look too hard for that, but this is actually better for me too, because I can see things a bit more easily. It was really quite small before. I thought I could zoom using the middle mouse button, or the wheel, but apparently not. Okay, and we're just hanging around until we get all the resources we need. We've got all the 40 wood, and we need 20 meat. So we'll just build some more hunters' huts.
A message from your scribe. Scouts are reporting that packs of wolves are closing in on the castle. We must get the supplies stored.
Yeah, okay. I can still zoom out of the map, and we can see what it looks like. There's also the mini-map down here. Very nice looking game, I think.
Our food stocks are dwindling.
Yeah, fine. Everyone's happy, more or less. We could build another granary if we wanted to. We could build a hovel. I mean, more peasants would arrive. Sure, whatever. More peasants means that they'll eat the food faster, but also means more workers. If there's wolves, that might mean that the game's got a built-in you can't take too long on this. Well, I think the hunters will actually attack the wolves if they arrive. Are people wandering around?
No taxes? Well, that makes a nice change.
I see they went to the Monty Python School of Voicing Female Characters. Matilda Hobson, child, playing around. Victory!
Victory!
Yay! I don't know if there was a difficulty level to choose. Probably for the best. I remember this game getting rather hard in later levels.
Whilst the men frantically ferry precious supplies into the granary, Sir Longarm and Lord Woolsack ride into the camp.
Job well done. Not too bad for your first attempt.
No, no, no! The fool has pitched camp in the middle of the wolves' migration track.
Good. It will give the men some well-needed practice before we make our strike.
Poof! Now I have no choice but to send out a scout to find a more permanent position.
It'll be permanent after we deal with those wolves. And we see we actually own that area now. Your kingdom! But we haven't moved from there, so... Mission 2. Finishing the fort.
Day by day, the camp becomes more overwhelmed by the wolves, and their persistent howling robs the men of sleep. The situation is about to get out of hand when Lord Woolsack's scout returns. Soon afterwards, you are summoned into the command tent.
Sir Longarm has convinced me to give you another chance. We have found the remains of an abandoned stockade.
Wolves plague this county every winter, so we need you to get the stockade back up to scratch quickly.
Failure is not an option this time. Just keep your eyes peeled.
To ensure the safety of your men, you are required to renovate the abandoned stockade before winter is upon us again. Use your archers to kill off any wolves that threaten your peasants.
Okay, so we've got to actually get into the castle or fortification building section of the game, which is a major component and the main draw for the game. Acquire goods, 35 meat, and complete castle. Let's have a look at hints. Once wood and food production are set up, start enclosing your keep by joining the walls that already exist. When enclosing the keep, make your defensive walls straight. Making your defensive walls straight will use less wood. In order for the complete castle objective to be achieved, the keep must be completely enclosed by walls. Make sure you don't have any gaps in the walls. The spacebar flattens the walls and allows you to look for the weak spots. Archers are better off in a high position to fire at any attacking wolves. The best position for them is on the gatehouse. Finishing the fort. Building walls. And we'll actually see this in the game, so I won't go over all this. Building walls, wood gatehouse, archers, controlling military units. You can tell them where to go, and you can tell them to attack and all that.
Cite your granary, sire.
So yes, here's our palisade. And there's a gatehouse. And there's some archers on top
Cite
of
your
it.
granary, sire.
Can I not click and drag?
Cite your granary, sire.
Oh, is it because it's just telling me to do this over and over again? Okay. So, this is also bringing an important thing, is that some of our workers are going to be outside the castle walls. I believe there's an option to actually call them into the fortress? Maybe. If there is, I can't remember it. We've got a little hill here which we're on top of. I don't think it really matters if they die. It's more we want to protect our lord. Though the buildings would be nice to protect. Anyway, yeah, we'll put the hunter posts out here. And we'll want a woodcutter's hut next to these trees. Don't have enough wood. How much wood does it cost? 3. We can see the cost up the top there. Woodcutter 3, and it says how much we have in the brackets, which is 2. Stockpiles don't cost wood to expand. So if you need more space, you are free to do so. There's some wolves up there. Oh, you can click and drag. The game just wasn't letting me until I had placed my granary.
Instructions!
There's our archers. They can stand ground, defense ground, aggressive stance, disband, stop, patrol, or attack here. So we can tell them to get off the palisade if we want, or the gatehouse. And it's got this handy icon where we want to put them back up there. And they're pretty easy to move around. Controlling units in this game is rather nice and easy to do. Though it's not. Tactics are mostly just putting your units in a certain location and attacking for different angles when combat gets met. It's a bit more hands off. Right. Yes, we can see by flattening the land, we can see if there's any gaps. And also see it flattens our wall when we do so. So we can see where there's an entire wall and if there's any breaks in it. There's actually some rocks behind this. Oh, that actually keeps it down when we press spacebar. So yes, we could also close the gatehouse. We click on it. There. Signpost over there, doesn't do anything. We can also move our lord. Our lord tends to sit around inside here. The lord is an important unit. I believe he's an alright fighter, but he gets overwhelmed easily, so we need to protect him. If the lord dies, then we lose. Okay. Do we have enough wood now? We do. Let's build another woodcutter's hut, and maybe a third one. Because we're going to want a lot of wood for this palisade. We can build it from here. I don't know, along there, perhaps. Can we build... We can build more gatehouses. And we actually have to build it facing a certain direction. So we could place one here. And connect it up. And then we could have a little Mott and Bailey layout, we so decide. Walls are placed just like this. You place each individual square of wall, and I believe you can click and drag. Maybe. Yes, you can. And it wiggles around. Right-clicking removes it so you don't place it. I'm glad for that. Otherwise I would have placed a lot of wall, which I didn't mean to. But I've had to have deleted it all.
A message from your scribe. The wolves are on the prowl, sire.
Oh boy. And can we see from where? I don't think we actually get to build any more military units. No, it doesn't look like it. So we've got to use the archers which we have. Wolves are not that big of a threat, really. So they should attack them when they get within range. Go. Oh.
Yes? Arrows! Ready!
Come on, shoot those wolves. Or they kill my peasants.
Wolves are attacking, my lord. Notch! Arrows!
And we got them. There we go, that was easy enough.
Archers! Ready!
The archers
My
are
bow is
slightly
yours.
injured. I don't know if we can heal them. I think they need to have an apothecary to heal them. And we currently do not have the ability to build one. Small wood gatehouse. There. I mean, we could just place another wall somewhere. Eh. Right. Well, we may as well just build this wall. Not that difficult. We'll enclose these deer in here. Yeah, the walls build instantly. As long as you have the resources, so. Press spacebar. We'll try and navigate through this forest. This is kind of a bit of a problem in the game. It's kind of difficult to tell when the wall is up against a cliff. I think that's it. Yeah. So you might actually have like a gap there which the enemy can get through. Oh, and victory. It's a simple wall.
Victorious, sire.
Yeah, that was easy. Oh, we actually got more points for having more meat. And we didn't lose any troops. We got 10,000 points.
Well, at least you can complete half a task.
Job well done. Now, our men are secure, and we can send a hunting party into the next county to eradicate the wolves for good.
I suppose it must be done, but we have to proceed with caution, as that county is close to the enemy's border.
Nope, our forces are on the move. And we're right over here. Mission 3, eliminating the wolves.
We need you to train some new recruits in the use of the bow.
The wolves breed in the next county. Find their lairs and wipe them out. It's them or us.
Find a hilltop and fortify yourself there using a mott and bailey.
Duke de Pouce has been patrolling the area of late, so it is vital you are not spotted, as we don't stand a chance against a full assault.
If you see that rat before I do, be sure you slice him open for me.
Construct a Mott and Bailey fortification and strengthen it with some towers. Then start bow production and raise a force of archers with which to eradicate the wolves that run riot there.
Okay. Now, eradicate wolves is our only objective. Place your keep on the hill, as this puts you in a better defensive position. Build a wooden wall with platforms around your keep, then move your archers on them to optimize their firing range. Concentrate on gathering plenty of wood, as this is needed in order to create your bows, wooden walls, and platforms. Placing the Fletcher's workshop close to the stockpile and the armory will increase your Fletcher's efficiency. Targeting a wolf with an archer will cause the whole pack to attack. Make sure you have enough archers before trying to eradicate the wolves. And tutorial on the barracks, armory, Fletcher's workshop. The armory is like the granary but for weapons. and armor. The barracks is where I believe you place orders for new troops to be recruited or trained, and then they pop out of there after a while. And the Fletcher's workshop is where they create bows from the wooden planks and wooden platforms. This simple platform gives any troops positioned here a height advantage over the opposition. This allows your units to fire further and gives them extra protection from incoming missiles. Platforms must be built next to a wooden wall. I don't think I've ever really bothered using wooden platforms.
Place a keep to site your castle.
You end up using wood for the most part. Okay, well we can... stone for the most part. Okay. We'll place our Saxon Hall up here.
Site your granary, sire.
And welcome! And yeah, we're gonna have to place a granary, otherwise we're going to get badgered until we do so. That granary looked a bit wonky. It's all broken! The peasants don't actually need to go to the granary to get food. I believe that just needs to be present. So, we need some hunters' lodges. How much wood do we have? 40. Okay. It would be nice to have, like, counts of resources somewhere. I think you can check here. Doors.
A
Yeah.
message from your scribe. We'll have to work fast. These wolves are everywhere.
Yes, yes. Put these down. And we need some wood. So put some wood over here, but there is some walls down there. Let's actually put these over here. Even the tree animations look cool. They do. I like the little... It's only like a short looping animation, but the wiggling of the trees gives a lot more life to the world. I remember the Settlers 4 had a similar thing, and sometimes it was a bit overwhelming because so much moved on the screen. It was a bit much. Have I ever played Lords of the Realm 2? Sort of a similar feel to this. I have not. I've heard of it, but I can't say I have. I might have to look into it. Right, so we're getting some wood and some meat. How much does the wooden barracks cost? 15. Armory costs 10. Okay. Well, these are useless to us until we, there's some wooden platforms. Until we actually, start constructing some... What's it called? Bows. It's pretty good, but has an overworld map as well as sieges castles. Yes, because this game gives the impression that it's got a campaign map, but it's just a linear campaign. Hey, the wolves are stealing my deer. Ugh. Right, well... we may as well build this. At least, this wall, at least partially. Block off this angle. There we go. One of the best things about this game is just how easy it is to build a fortress. Like, just place the walls down. It's so simple. And it becomes just really invaluable later on. Where the fortresses you make, the strongholds you make are monolithic things. Well, they can get really complicated. Though I think the later missions end up a lot more attacking than defending, from what I remember. Maybe it mixes it up. It's been a while since I played through it. Right, well, we'll get a Fletcher's workshop. He shall be placed over... where? We can't stick everything on top of the hill, so we'll place him, like, here. And then we'll put the armory next door so that he doesn't have to travel too far to actually
Wood needed.
put the bows which he's creating. I like the little animations they have for the buildings. You can tell him too whether you want to produce bows or not. You could put him on
halted, my
sleep
lord. This
mode.
building is currently functioning, my lord. A peasant is on his way.
Of course, that just removed the peasant, and he's the one back. He actually got younger when I turned the building off. That might be showing. Oh no, that's like telling him what to produce. I think later on you have a selection of things to produce. So he's going to collect some wood from over here, picks up the plank, wanders back. It's all very leisurely. So I believe there are methods to speed things up. Wooden platforms. If we stick these behind the walls, you can see there, it actually, you can only place it next to walls. And it gives us a little viewing point from which our archers can shoot from. It automatically rotates based on where the wall is facing. So, nice. Yep. Wooden barracks. We need 15. We have 16. I don't know if they have to go to the armory to get their bow. I think as long as the bows are in an armory, they have access to it regardless of where they are. So we'll place that there. I'm not like a master of laying out a stronghold, so you'll have to forgive any disorganization I have. I'll get into it as we get along. There's some walls over here. There's a river running along here. There is things like obstacles. I mean, like, you see the crossing there. The people can only cross there. They can't go through here, I don't think. But I'm getting ahead of myself again. We'll discover things as the game reveals them.
Wood needed.
Oh. Yeah, we'll see. He's just sitting around because we don't have any wood for him to use. So we're actually going to need some more woodcutters because we're using the wood faster than we're able to keep up with. How's our food stocks going, actually? Oh, we've got heaps of meat. And we can produce archers here. You'll see it says available peasants 2. That's just these 2 here. These are the only idle peasants. We've actually employed 6 of the other peasants. 3 here,
Sir,
2 here, and 1 here.
Debuse's men have arrived. We can't allow them to give away our position.
That's not good. I might be taking too long.
Me lord, leaving now. We are losing a little instructions. Moving off. We await orders. We are
I'll put you up there.
We are losing a little
The music, it gets very dramatic. Where are they? Oh, they're over there.
We await orders.
Okay. They're actually recruited basically instantly. They don't have to go into they don't have to go into the barracks at all. They're just produced straight from there. Where are they? Oh, they're there.
Finding targets.
This is not ideal.
Leaving now. Moving off.
Get up on the hill. You see, our hunters are actually attacking them as well.
Steady aim. No change in the treasury, lord. Me lord? Instructions?
You can just double click on them to select all.
Arrows ready. Yes. Notch arrows.
Come on, stop missing him. Even the hunters are more accurate than you are.
A message from your scribe. The wolves are on the prowl, sire.
What was that? Oh, the axeman, the woodcutter's attacking him. Well, thank you. They actually have little animations when they get hit by arrows.
Archers, ready!
Damn it.
Find targets!
Come on, our lord can attack the walls.
My bow is yours.
Get up there.
Recruits needed, sire.
Oh, we don't have anyone.
Me lord, instructions. We await orders. Take steady aim.
There we go. Okay, we see our lord actually took a fair bit of damage from that. Inaccurate arrows instantly make me think of Kingdom Come. That's a lot of random wolves. Yeah, I think the wolves were over here. There's a bunch of wolves over here. I don't know if one of the groups actually became active. I think they were from down here, so they went up and around. Okay, we'll do this. And then we'll place a gatehouse. Where? Like there. And we'll connect it up like that. And we'll do... actually, I just realised if I had placed it over here, it would mean that my woodcutters and so on would be able to get to the stockpile easily. You can place another one over here. If people will get out of the way. Oh, wait. Oh, damn it. Too close. Oh man, get out of the way. There we go.
Can't place that there,
Damn
my
it.
lord.
Dog.
Can't place that
Damn
there,
it.
my lord.
Thank you. Okay. There. There. And we can place this wall down like this. And like that. Just fill that in a little bit in there. You can make the walls thicker. Making them double thick and so on. The chill OST as well. Look at how nice it is. It is a very nice soundtrack. We'll put another... what's it called? One of those there. And one over there. There we go. Oh, we've got a little fort. Look at that.
No change on the treasury,
And
lord.
we need to
We await orders.
recruit some more archers.
Yes. We are on our
You can go up
way.
there.
Archers,
You can go over there.
My bow is yours.
You're pretty badly injured. Does our lord heal? No. Okay. Ugh. So what are our objectives? Eradicate the walls. Right. Said create a Motte and Bailey, but Motte and Bailey is like a hill fort with another wall around it. But it's not looking specifically for that. But we could do that if we wished. Just have to connect up. Damn chickens! Get out of the way! No! The stock wolf sounds are coming for us. There. Build walls everywhere. I think you could just like encase them in walls. Now what's that reminding me of? Oh, that's what you do in Caesar 3. You wall off like the walls on the map in Season 3 to stop them from attacking your cities. You just build a massive wall around them. Hello, welcome, welcome. We're dealing with walls and building strongholds. And kind of succeeding at both.
Me lord? Leaving now!
We could actually build another Fletcher's Workshop that will speed up production of bows, because they're very slow at it. Am I winning? Well, it is only really a tutorial mission, so yes I am. Though it was a bit dicey, our lord's been injured a little bit. We had a raiding force and I only had a few bowmen to defend against it.
We await orders.
Oh, we also need gold to recruit
Instructions.
the archers. You'll see it costs 12 gold, so we'll need to tax our population
Worship you, sire. We are losing
to be able to get
money, my
gold to pay for them. But we started with 400, so we don't actually need to tax our peasantry. Not much I can build? No. This is only like the 3rd mission, I think. So it's still in tutorial mode, but we'll get there. We're not in any real rush. How's our food stocks going? 31 units, 9 months supply, 1 food type eaten. It's amazing the peasants can all survive off just meat and not have any, like, health issues. I mean, maybe they do. They're just peasants, we don't have to worry about them like that.
We await orders. We await orders.
Okay.
Yes?
Not you.
Moving
No!
off.
Get back. Where'd you go? Oh, they go to the barracks to await orders.
Archers,
That's
ready.
right.
We are on our way.
When I recruit them, they'll wander over here. Here.
No taxes is good taxes. That's my motto.
Billy Shovelface. I like the little drawings.
My bow is yours.
No, don't go down there.
Leaving now.
Tiddles! Running around. Oh, no picture of the dog.
No taxes is good taxes. That's my motto.
All sound the same.
No change in the treasury, lord.
Warning, your lordship. Warning, your lordship. No taxes? Oh, that makes a nice change.
Simon Bottley. Can I change to default spawn, like in Crusader Kings or Age of Empires? Can I? I don't think so. It's not really a spawn point. It's more just like the gathering point, because they come from here and they walk over there. But I can collect them when they, as soon as they appear,
The wolves are on
and
the prowl,
redeploy them.
sire.
So the game's not really like. It's a castle management game rather than I'm training units like in, say, Age of Empires. So, oh, did you see that? You see that? They went through a wall. They went through the wall there. There's a gap in my wall, which you can't see. That is a bit of a problem with the game. It's hard to tell when it's right up against the cliff. You see, archers also have a very long range. These ones over here will be able to shoot at them.
Instructions.
But they're doing a pretty good job. And they're very good shots also. But having a lot of them makes that job a lot easier.
Wolves are attacking, my lord.
Yeah, stop that! Oh, they killed my... There we go.
We await orders.
Double click. Or get on there. We have 3 more
We
archers.
await orders.
Ready?
Archers, ready.
I think we've put all of them as possible on that platform.
We are on our
Maybe.
way.
Oh no, perhaps
My
not.
bow is yours.
Come on, everyone get up there. Okay, can you shoot those walls over there?
Arrows, ready.
You can. Fire! Pow! You see, the walls are all swimming across the river.
Me lord.
Oh, they're standing on the stairs. Okay. Wasn't there some more? There is.
Notch arrows.
They're in little groups. Played Stronghold 2 a bit, but it was a very long time ago. I don't remember reviews for Stronghold 2 being that positive for it. That's my broad recollection of it. I haven't played it myself.
We are victorious, sire.
In truth, I've only played Stronghold 1. I might have played a little bit of Crusader Kings. Imagine Dwarf Fortress, but in this engine. Rain of Arrows. Yes, having a lot of archers helps helps a lot. Okay.
Fortunately, the Rat's scouting party did not survive long enough to give away your position. But it is likely that they will be missed before long.
I don't think they were going to wander off and alert them of our situation. Alert anyone of where we are. Mission 4, The Hidden Lookout.
A dispatch arrives from Sir Longarm.
Hopefully, by the time you receive this message, all has gone well, and you have put an end to those irritating wolves. I now ask a favor of you. Begin constructing an outpost on the edge of Duke de Pousse's territory in order to help me better judge the strength of the Rat's forces. You must not, under any circumstances, send confirmation of your mission's completion to Lord Wolfsack.
The Rat was raised as an only child in lands belonging to the de Pouce family. The Duke showed his mother favor, ensuring that she never paid taxes, and always had enough to get by. One day, a messenger came by, and it was revealed that his father was the same Duke de Pouce who his mother had once worked for as a serving wench. Due to an unfortunate accident, the entire de Pouce family had been lost at sea whilst returning from holiday, leaving the Rat as next in line to inherit the title of Duke.
Find a suitable location on high ground near the lands belonging to Duke de Pouce and start construction of an outpost. The wooden keep will offer better protection than a simple hall. Take some cattle to breed as the land there suits them well. Do not show yourself to the enemy, but should you be discovered, let none escape to tell. The hills will give your archers an advantage when firing from height.
Okay. Eliminate all enemies. Time until last battle. Ooh, okay. And difficulty. We actually have a difficulty setting now. Easy, normal, hard, very hard. As I said, I don't really know about changing the difficulty. My recollection of this game is that it gets very difficult later on. And I can't remember whether I last played it on hard or normal or hard. Start by placing your keep on high ground near the plains. Use walls and platforms and a gatehouse to defend your position. Use the terrain wisely, as higher ground gives your archers the advantage. Dairy farms are more productive than hunting, but take some time to get started, so defend them well once they are up and running. Let's play it on hard. Like with Dungeon Keeper and Dungeon Keeper 2.
It's very late, sire. Aren't you tired?
No, not really. Oh, this game's got pestering because of the time as well in it. It's not really tied to anything in particular. It's 12:18. The game complaining about that. Anyway, yeah, so like Dungeon Keeper 1 or 2, if I play on a higher difficulty, it might mean I have to do the missions a few times. Which I'm fine with. Older games do tend to be like that. Sometimes you might have to do the mission again just to learn how things go. So, we're in no particular rush. Dairy farm. We can build cows here. Yeah. Breed cattle, and then you milk them to turn the milk into cheese. I don't think you actually get milk from them. They just turn the milk into cheese.
To site your castle, my liege.
Now, where can I build my castle? Yeah. Wagon. Oh, that might be just all the resources we've got. 50, 45, 300. Well... Okay, so we've got hills around here. This little view screen down here gives us a good indication, good idea of lay of the land. And we can also zoom out. So we have this nice hill here which we could build on. So I think we'll do that. Wooden keep. Yeah, there.
Site your granary, sire.
High ground for the win. Totally. Yeah, granary. Well, we're probably going to have all of our stuff up here, because we have the, dairy farms. And that's our only food production building. Costs 10 wood to build one. Oh, trees actually, grow. That's nice to know. I was wondering whether there was a forestry type building. I think they can actually... Squawker, clucking about. I feel like they can get meat from chickens if there's no deer. I might be wrong on that. But it would be like only one piece of meat. Anyway, there's a dairy farm. And we'll build a woodcutter's hut. We have some wood up here. And we'll build another one over here. The forestry hut, which I mentioned, is something from the settlers. You have woodcutters' huts, but you also have forestry huts, which they go out and plant trees so that your woodcutters can stay close to your settlements rather than have to cut down all the forests and, you know, move further away. If you have a forestry hut, they plant trees and keep... So you can have actually your wood production stay close to your settlement. Just said the same thing twice. We actually have 10 peasants. Oh, the
No change in the
wooden
treasury,
keep
Lord.
gives us a higher starting population. So instead of 8, it's now 10. We also have a large platform at the top where we can have archers. Previously, I think we might have had a little platform, but it was really nothing. Okay. I might want another woodcutter's hut. Just to... But I don't want to overload the trees. And I'll put another one down there. Okay. Is he milking the cows? Oh, there's a little mouse or rat with some cheese. Buttercup, waiting around. Clover, eating grass. Buttercup, eating grass. You've got 2 cows called Buttercup. Need to be a bit more imaginative. Oh, there's some deer out there, but we have no hunter's huts. So... let's place a wooden wall here. I think there is... we'll place another one. You can't place one diagonally. So it's going to look awkward regardless of what I do. There you go. Like that. And like that. I actually think there's gaps in the mountainside there, so we might have to stick some more stakes in the ground to cover up the holes. Like there. There. Might be one there. We'll build some along there. What are you doing? Oh, I think he goes out to inspect the new constructions you've made. Like, oh yes, this wall's very nice. That there. We're just using up all of our wood, but... like that. There we go. And we can't actually see anything down there because there's the edge of the map, so... should be good for now. They might have been gaps, they might not have been, but... putting palisades there makes me feel better. Okay. Build an armory. And have that there. Build a Fletcher's workshop. Oh, we don't have enough wood? Oh, it requires 20 wood for a Fletcher's workshop. Better safe than sorry. Indeed. As I said, it's one thing the game could be a bit clearer about where things can get through. But, Go. I also like this visual method of just showing you your stocks, like you can just have a look and see how much is in the stockpile. Or you can just hover over the granary and it cuts away the granary and you can see all the stocks inside. We can also see we have actually a bit of a variety of food. We have some meat and some cheese now. Which is giving us a +1 to our population.
No change in the treasury, Lord.
Not our population, our popularity. Though I could increase taxes a little.
Bit much, these taxes.
Which would make everyone complain about us. Because it's only +1. But we would be getting 6 gold every now and
No
then.
change in the treasury, Lord.
I forget how often that is.
The people love you, my lord.
This is a lot of stuff which we'll get into later on. There's like a time in it. Like years. But it's not an easy way to tell. I don't think. Anyway.
Our gold stocks grow steadily,
We
sir.
really don't need more gold at the moment. We've got some to begin with. How much do we have? 24. I will build the barracks. Here. We have one bow. We might need another woodcutter's hut. I don't think we're getting wood fast enough. You go over there. How many free peasants do we
No
have?
change in the treasury, Lord.
1, 2, 3, 4. Can I see population? No. We could just have it here. Available peasants 4. Okay. Yeah, I would prefer if you just stayed up in your keep rather than wandering around like that. Let's close that gate. And close that gate. There's no need for anyone to go outside. We're going to need another dairy farm. Because it produces cheese rather slowly. But it's close by, so they don't have to wander off and find deer and then take it back. They're always going to be producing it at a steady rate because they're not too far away. Oh yeah, does the briefing say time until last battle? Okay, so there is a timer which we can check in there. Steadily increase.
They've found us, sir. What are your orders?
You what?
No change in the treasury. We await orders. Instructions.
Where are they? Oh, there they are. Oh, you can't go out there.
Now. We await orders.
Will they come over to me now that the gate's open? No. They're enemy units.
We are losing a little money. Stocks are dwindling, my liege. Weapons needed, sire.
Come on, put that bow inside. I need at least one more.
We await orders. Yes.
Oh, here they come.
Moving off.
Oh, they're spearmen. Okay. Go away! This is my place. You're not wanted here. You see, they actually attack the walls.
We await orders. Archers, ready. We are on our way.
Come on, get up onto the wall. And double click for you to move faster. And that was easy. We can repair it. That will cost wood. There we go.
The enemy has breached the walls.
Yeah, what? Oh, are they down there?
My lord,
Oh, they are.
leaving now.
Hey, get up there.
Moving off.
Come on. On the double.
Finding targets. Take steady aim.
Go. Oh, and they're retreating.
Arrows ready.
Take him out. There we go. Good shot.
We are on our way.
Okay. We're gonna have to rebuild that wall down there. Or that gatehouse down there. This was a wooden gate. It was. There we go. Would it be better just to have a wall?
Our cows are struck down by a strange malady, my lord.
Oh, you sod. Ah, the game just deleted all my cows. Thanks, game. That only affected this one. I feel the game has something to prevent you from just surrounding your fortress in walls. I'm pretty sure they can attack walls, but they just prefer to attack the gatehouses. I'm not actually too sure about that. But yeah, maybe. I don't know. I don't have an answer for that. It's not something I tried. Later on, you can't do that. But at the moment, I don't know. Things were going too easy for you. Now all your cows are dead. Might have to build another dairy farm. Kid, get out of the way. You're blocking me placing these dairy farms. You just mean one gate, one choke point instead. Well, you can create choke points with the walls. You know, have a wall here, and a gatehouse here. And you can have, like, archers along the walls to shoot down them. Oh, if I didn't have this gate. Yeah, sure. They would probably all go for this one. Just need an acid smasher. Are there drawbridges in this? I don't know. I don't think there are drawbridges in this.
Our our scouts report another group of the Rats men heading in our direction. Are we ready for them? Instructions!
We just recruited 4 more.
Gold needed.
Gold needed?
We are almost out of food.
Oh, the building actually costs gold as well. It costs 100 gold to build a Fletcher's workshop. Okay. Well, you know what that means.
Emptying.
Taxes. Come on.
Our gold stocks grow steadily, sire.
What do you say about that?
A fair tax system all round.
No, no.
Bit much, these taxes.
I complain about being taxed.
We await orders.
Get up there.
The Rats' troops
Oh,
are
hello.
attacking.
It actually shows on the map where they're coming from. Oh, over there. Okay. It's just a little alert, and then it takes you to show where they're coming from.
We await orders. Yes? Moving off.
Okay, get up there. Popularity does have a purpose behind it. I don't know if the game's going to explain it to us or not. But less incoming DPS on each gate. Having 2 gates would likely split their forces, though, for what that's worth. Yeah, they seem to be actually going for both gates.
Granary stocks are very low, sire.
They wouldn't be low if they didn't kill off all my cows.
Our gold stocks grow steadily, sire. Archers, ready!
I mean, if I remember my rock, paper, scissors of Stronghold, spearmen are uniquely weak to archers, so they really don't stand a chance.
We await orders. My boy's yours. We are on our way.
Get up there.
Your popularity is falling.
Yeah.
The people hold you in great esteem, my lord.
Poor and celebrated.
We are
I'm not
losing
poor.
a little money, my liege.
Range equals winning in most games. It is very strong in this game, but it's not exactly a be-all and end-all. It certainly helps a lot. But you do have to sort of obey the game's rock, paper, scissors mechanics. To a degree. Because though the archers are dealing with those spearmen easily, against some of the enemies which are resistant against archers, you can have these archers shooting at them constantly and they really don't do that much damage.
Our gold stocks grow steadily, sire. We await orders. My lord?
Okay.
Leaving now.
Build a wooden platform. You can actually just build standing walls, so I don't have to put it up here. I can just go wall, and then I can build a platform up against the wall there, and have them go on that. So you can have little watchtowers out throughout your base.
A group of the Rat soldiers are heading to the castle.
Yeah, we're keeping up with the food. Alright. We've got so much wood in our stockpile. Might have to expand the wood pile. Get out of the way! There we go. Sure, let's build another one. They only cost 10 wood each. And let's build another one. And another one. So many cows.
The rats' troops are attacking.
No, everyone runs inside. Well, the kids run inside when there's an attack. And the
We await orders.
women.
We await orders.
You got there.
Women off.
Yeah, it's a bigger attack force. Is this the last one? No. Okay. We'll build another platform up here too. Because you can't put too many guys on there.
Granary stocks are very low, sire. Our food stocks are dwindling, my liege.
Put it on half rations.
Oh, half rations.
Yeah, just for a moment till our stockpiles get back up. There we go.
Our
Normal
gold
rations.
stocks grow steadily, sire.
Okay. And they flee. But none will probably escape. Nope. Okay.
We await orders.
Pretty sure you don't have to pay wages for your
We
soldiers.
are on our way. Archers, ready.
No. It's only on recruitment. It must be like, why do my forces keep disappearing? Send more troops out there. Find out what happened to the last one. Why is no one coming back? The rat is trying Zerg Rush strats. Zerg Rush strats. Look at all those free roaming deer. Ugh. If I had hunters.
My bow is yours.
I can't shoot them with my archers, but they won't collect the meat.
Me lord.
The animations are so good. Yeah. They're quite nice. As I said, I like the trees. The frame rate for the animation for the deer is a little low, but it does the job. Easy to see the devs cared about this game. Yeah.
A small group of the rat soldiers are heading to the castle.
Small group. Not again. When will they learn?
We await orders.
There we go.
Instructions.
More bowmen!
Leave him
Get up there.
now.
A lot of games from this era, to be honest. Well, there was quite a lot of memorable games. There was still doozies. Sorry. Oh, you're playing patty cake. Which, well, a lot of the games from the era are now better considered than quite a number of them were at the time. I think, I don't know. I remember a lot of games at the time being called clones of other things. So, first-person shooters had to get past the stigma of being called a Doom clone. Or a Quake
Rats
clone, or whatever.
troops are attacking.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't play this game when I grew back when it came out. Which would have been late 90s, early 2000s, perhaps? I'm not actually sure. Anyway. Google says 2001. Hey, I wasn't too far off. I tend to automatically associate any 2D game with the 90s and then any 3D game with 2000s. But that's not exactly true, since Quake was 97 or 96. There's a hole in my walls, you see that? They just walked right on in. They might have actually knocked that hole in the wall themselves. As I said, I believe they can actually attack the walls. They just prefer to go for the gatehouses.
Outlying villagers have seen a band of the rats' troops heading this way. We await orders. We await orders. Moving off. Yes?
You and you
We
go
are
over
on
there.
our way.
I kind of wish you could see the stocks when you have the walls down, but I suppose it's to sort of force you to switch between them. Otherwise you'd probably play the game like this all the time, because it just makes viewing easier, even though it doesn't look as nice. You just remember Heroes of Might and Magic 3, Diablo 2, Baldur's Gate 2, so many polished games. Yes! I know all those. I didn't play Heroes of Might and Magic 3 growing up, but I do have it. But I have played more of the 5th one than the 3rd one. I've played through Baldur's Gate, and Baldur's Gate 2, and Diablo 2. Not excessively, but
The rats' troops are attacking.
I have played through Diablo 2. What I mean by excessively is like not like on harder difficulties. Diablo 2 pretty excessively. I mean, I was mostly playing through for the story rather than, you know, imagine it the loot at the time. It's a very forgiving game on the first difficulty, so you just play through, see all the attacks which the class has, and bemoan the fact that you're not getting any uniques the whole time, because those tend to drop in the higher difficulties. I have quite a few ARPGs now. But yes, Baldur's Gate was a enjoyable one to play growing up. Actually got introduced to Diablo and Baldur's Gate through a friend of mine. Yeah, see, they're attacking the walls. You actually see the stakes lowering as they poke them. So,
We have survived the enemy's onslaught.
well done. There we go.
The cowards have run, sir. We can't catch them. They'll give us away for sure.
We actually killed them all. I don't know what you're worrying about.
Victory.
Victory! Hey, we didn't lose any troops. 10,000 extra points. 20,000.
You have boldly beaten back many of the rats' patrols, but a few stragglers have managed to survive the last attack and escaped. Although no new orders have been received, you cannot afford to let them reach Duke de Pouce to uncover your location.
So we're going to chase them, because we're going to be sneaky about it, apparently. Mission 5, Between a Rock and a Hard Place.
You continue to chase the retreating survivors deep into the next county, only to lose them in fog by nightfall. Meanwhile,
they have taken out half a dozen patrols and are actually invading one of my counties. What am I supposed to do now?
Stay calm, de Pouce. Any rebel militia worth their salt fled abroad seasons ago. Your men can take care of a few snivelling outlaws. Why not come deer hunting with me to take your mind off things?
But they're only a stone's throw away from here. I have to do something.
Simply send a small siege force to sever their source of escape.
That's easy for you to say.
Relax. By the time we return from our hunting trip, the problem will have resolved itself. Trust me.
The snake was once made governor to some of the richest provinces in the homeland, where he made an extremely fruitful living from underdeclaring the taxes he collected. But when the king found out, he had him posted here to the new colonies. During one of his first military encounters, he went up against your father, losing an eye to him in combat. On that day, the snake swore he would not rest until the decapitated heads of your entire family were lined up on spikes outside of his keep. Your scouts report that you are trapped without enough supplies to continue, or enough troops to fight your way back. Your only chance is to make your stand here. They have found a strong defensive position on an island in a broad river, and one of your lieutenants has already started building a base. The land around the river is very fertile. Use it to grow some wheat.
Okay, and we also see some of the other characters which we'll be seeing throughout the campaign. The enemy characters make up a lot of the fun in the cutscenes and all that. Strategy: build plenty of woodcut huts and fletching workshops early on, then start to work on your perimeter defenses, using gatehouses and walls with wooden platforms to block off the fords leading to your keep. Place archers on your wooden platforms and gatehouses, as this will allow them to more easily defend against any attacking troops. Use the river to your advantage. Oh really? What a hint! The enemy is now well aware of your presence, so be prepared to deal with their siege engineers. Make sure your farms are kept out of harm's way. Wheat production takes a lot of resources to get working, but once working, it is the most efficient food type. Each mill will support multiple bakers. Okay, we have the wheat farm, the mill, and the bakery. So,
Cite your granary, sire.
we have this... Yeah, this little island here. I suppose we'll put the granary over here. There we go. Okay, and well, where are they going to attack from? There's not that many trees actually. There's trees over there. They might attack from there. The little crossroads thing might say where it might be a thing to show where the enemy are going to attack from. Place that there. We should get wheat farms here. They've cost 15 wood each. So there and there. And we'll also need the mill to prepare the wheat when it is grown, and then we'll need a bakery. So they said, apparently, each wheat farm can sustain 3 bakeries. So we'll build 1 to begin with. I might not have needed to build 2 right now, but... I don't think there's anything like soil quality. So you don't have to place the wheat farms anywhere in particular. If we place the woodcutters in here, that means the buildings won't get destroyed. But if we place them out here, they're more at risk of being attacked, but they're closer to their source. They're not that big of a loss if they do get attacked, because they only cost like 3 wood. We can put another one over here as well. And we'll put a gatehouse here. Not towers, wooden wall. There we go. And like that. And we'll put it like that. You can accidentally like
ready.
block off the entrance into the gatehouse. Put another one over here. See the wheat growing in the fields. Very nice. Looks like a nice place to start a fort. Yes, well the game was mentioning siege engineers, so we'll have to see what those do exactly.
Wood needed.
No. We could actually put a gatehouse here and here. You see a little animation of them milling the flour in the mill. They're putting the sacks of flour down here, and the baker,
This policy of no taxes is the least we could expect.
Mark Jiggleston, will come and get the flour, take it off to the bakery, and then they'll turn the flour into bread. They apparently don't need water for the process. Got a little animation of them putting it into the oven. Okay, we'll build another bakery because I can already see that we're getting like clogged up in our production line here. There we go. And there. Put some more balls down here. As you may have noticed in the last mission, the spearmen were actually able to attack the palisades. They were lowering them and they eventually do destroy them. That is why it is useful to sometimes build thicker walls than just a single wall. Because if you build at multiple levels, even if they break one, they will have to break through the ones behind them. Though there are things to do a better job of that. Spears are just what the enemy only had. Okay, and I should get actually some Fletchers going.
Not enough workers available to run this
Ooh,
building.
right. We need some more hovels.
A small group of the rat soldiers are heading to
There
the
you go.
castle.
Not enough wood, my lord.
Oh. Well, it better be pretty small. We've only got
Boys
4
yours.
archers. Where are they? Are they up there next to the flag? Oh, I think it was just saying that they're arriving soon. No? Can I see them on the map anywhere? The HUD. Okay. That's a little odd. We see here, this is the entire screen. If I bring the HUD up, now part of the screen is actually hidden. But if I go up and then go down again, this is actually the edge of the map down here. So it's not hidden behind the HUD. So the HUD actually doesn't hide any of the view normally. There they are. Archers. Okay.
Me lord, leaving now.
Get over there. Oh, we might be slightly borked.
We await orders. Instructions. Moving off. We await orders.
Yeah, that's kind of small.
Yes.
This may be a bit of a problem.
Archers, ready. My boy's yours.
You are up on the palisades, aren't you? Yep. Come on, come on. Build more bows.
Wood needed.
Damn it. I mean, the archers kill the spearmen pretty easily.
Instructions. We are on our way.
Oh, they're over there now. Hey, don't shoot the building.
We await orders. Notch arrows.
My guys do take less damage while they're on top of walls.
Take steady aim.
And you can see units move slower when they're crossing the crossings. River crossings. That guy just fades out of existence.
Yes. Archers, ready.
Who knew the Rat's men had teleporting technology? I think my gates actually automatically close when the enemy are near them. Which is nice. We've got 14 wood and 34 flour. Ugh. Yeah.
Stocks are growing.
We really don't need 2 farms. The mill was, like, overloaded. Yeah, whatever. Build another one here. And another 2 over there. How many available peasants do we have? 2.
No change in the treasury, lord. No change in the treasury, lord. We await orders. Me lord?
There. And you go over there.
Now. No change in the treasury, lord.
Do we actually get anything to help with that? No, not yet. Okay. Oh, we see the year and the month down there. Okay. January 11:03.
We await orders. Instructions. Moving off.
You can actually go
We're
over
on
there.
our way.
It seems like they're always going to be attacking from that direction. We're getting more wood coming in. So it looks like they've cut down all the trees over here. There's a lot of trees there. But they'd have to travel a long way to get them from over there. Okay.
Our granary stocks
Could actually,
are growing, sire.
you can, like, extra rations.
Extra rations.
They'll eat
Our
faster,
food stocks are dwindling, my liege.
but they'll be happier.
No change. in
And
the
that means that you can
treasury
tax them.
Bit much, these taxes.
But overall, my popularity should still be
law.
positive.
Sire.
+2 per turn. +2 per
Our gold
month.
stocks grow
I could actually increase it to
steadily,
average,
sire. The people
and it will
worship
be
you, sire.
neutral. So,
Our gold stocks grow steadily, sire.
Bit much, these taxes.
go on, I want to hear what you say about average.
Bit much, these taxes. Bit much, these taxes.
Oh, you say anything if I raise it even more. High taxes.
These taxes are unjust.
Mean taxes.
I can't pay that.
Extortionate taxes.
You've got to be joking.
Downright cruel taxes.
Please, sire. I have a family to support.
You can actually just raise it up really quickly and get a bunch of gold that way, then put it down
Message
again.
From the rat.
Ah,
Prepare to grovel before me in my court. You do not have what it takes to defeat the likes of me.
well, so you say.
We await orders. Leave
Ah, they're
them
such great
now.
characters. Okay, let's build some walls along here. Let's build a wooden platform.
Yes.
Stand
moving
on there.
off.
I like how they lie down when they're not doing anything. It's just like a little detail. It's like, oh, we're not doing anything, so we're just going to sit down. And then when you select them, they're like, oh, time to do something, and they
The
get up.
rats' troops are attacking.
Okay. Build up the wall here. We have one more bow. Ooh, there's quite a lot of archers there.
Archers, ready.
Move over there. They seem to be... well, there's actually some...
We're on our way.
Just stay there. Let's hope the advantage our walls give us will be sufficient.
Leaving now.
Get up there.
Me lord. Instructions.
There's some spearmen as well.
We await orders. Our gold stocks grow steadily, sire. The enemy are vanquished.
No, just the music's powering up and then we win.
Yes?
Ugh. Oh well. I think we managed to hold them off pretty well. Was that the last fight? No, it wasn't. We've got a bigger one coming. We'll continue building walls along this bank. I don't think it's not exactly like one piece of palisade costs 1 wood. I think it's like every 3 costs 1. Or maybe every 2. No, every 3. 1, 2. Anyway. Let's put the wall along there. Don't go playing on the ramparts, children. I like how they just wander around. Okay, we'll strengthen that up there a little. There. I'm more creating straight parts so that I can put the wooden platforms against them. Okay, 1 there. And
We await orders. Archers ready.
I don't actually know where my peasants are getting their gold from. They just have it. That's our wood. 152. Pfft. Let's build another Fletcher's. How many peasants do I have free? 9. Okay, that's fine. Well, you've cleared up that forest over there.
My bow is yours. We are on our way.
Put another platform there. I did notice that the HUD changes when you have the barrack selected.
Our gold stocks grow steadily, sire.
That's
The
popularity.
people love you,
Yeah,
my lord.
people are. What's it called? Ambivalent to me. And we can see our army list here. We have 13 bowmen.
We await orders.
16 now.
Leaving now. Moving off.
There we go.
Instructions. We await orders. Yes? Can't get there, Lord.
Yeah. No, you can't, because it's the middle of the river. I kind of like how... what's it called? Like how much process goes into creating a unit. It kind of makes each unit that you build a bigger deal. Because, you know, you've had to collect the wood for it, then they've had to carve it into the bows, and then they've had to put the bows there, and then you have to recruit one. Like, It makes it a bigger deal to have, rather than just expending resources from a pool like in Age of Empires. What are you doing?
Morning, your lordship.
Oh, you're just chatting.
Our food stocks are dwindling, my liege.
We're kind of keeping up with the food. How many of these bakeries do we have? 3, don't we? Yeah, there's
Our gold
one
stocks
behind here.
grow steadily, sire. A message from the rat.
Frightened? The glorious forces of Depuce will brush you aside, as I would brush a fly from my arm.
My boy's yours. My lord.
Whatever you say.
Instructions. The stockpile is
Go
full.
up there.
Orders.
You go up there.
Yes, we are on
You
our
go over
way.
there. Is that the last attack coming? Yes, it is.
We await orders. Archers, ready. Leaving now.
I hope we've got enough.
My boy is yours.
21. Should be enough. They're all like frozen in mid-walk.
Instruct the rat's troops are attacking.
No, no,
Moving
they just
off.
freeze. Okay.
We await orders. We await orders.
Oh, they
We are on our way.
go idle when there's troops nearby.
The stockpile is full, my lord.
Oh, it is.
Our gold stocks grow steadily, sire.
Well, we should expand the stockpile. We can't really, actually. This is something you have to watch out for. Because you have to put the stockpiles next to each other. It is possible to, be unable to expand it. Ooh. Ooh, they have catapults! Stop that! You're ruining my walls!
We await orders. Yes. Archers, ready. Me lord.
Get over there!
Now.
That's too far out. Oh! Ah!
Instructions. We await orders. Yes. Archers, ready. My boy's yours. Me lord, moving off. Instructions.
Stop that! Those things are expensive, they are.
We await orders. We are on our way. The enemy has breached the walls.
Yeah, but there's still a bridge in the way, so a river in the way, so they can't actually get across that. I hope they weren't honestly expecting me to defeat this. Oh dear.
We await orders. Instructions. Leaving now. Moving off. Notch arrows.
Oh dear.
What about a snack, my lord?
Put it on hard, he said. It's not going to be that big of a deal, he said.
Inside the retreat.
We might lose this, he said.
We await orders. Needed, sire. We await orders.
So.
A message.
Damn it!
I am victorious! And as for you,
No! You know, I actually thought at some point that we were just going to get reinforcements. Well.
Your scouts report that you're trapped without enough supplies to continue, or enough troops to fight your way back. Your only chance is to make your stand here.
Need quite a fair
You have
more
found a
troops
strong
then.
defensive position on an island in a
yes.
broad river, and one of your lieutenants has already started building a base. The land around the river is very fertile. Use it to grow some wheat.
I feel like we would have won that if we were playing on normal. Hard seems to ramp it up quite a bit. Can't imagine what it's like on very hard. I'll keep playing on hard though. I mean, it means a bit of a nicer challenge. I continued doing with this. Sure. Let's try this again.
Cite your granary, sire.
I might play for maybe another half hour. And if we don't manage to finish it in that, then
Your granary, sire.
yes. So we'll place that there. They don't actually attack from over here, so I should be able to build all my farms and all that over here. But that means I have to travel that far to get it back to the granary and all that. No. So place that there. Place the mill here. And place bakery here. Okay. Put these there. One there. And we're gonna have to start building a lot more troops, a lot faster. Build a hovel. Build another woodcutter's hut. We're just gonna have to log the area. Okay, over there. And over there. Expand the stockpile. We're gonna have quite a need for a lot of resources. What a barracks armory. How was I keeping people happier earlier? Oh yeah, extra rations because I was producing so much food. So having 3 of these seems fine. Have another one, but it will take a while for the production line to start up. I have to start growing all the wheat. I wasn't expecting to lose that. We were doing pretty fine until that army attacked. And then they crushed us. Oh, well. Hello, welcome. We are doing the slog of shame, as it were, since we were defeated. We didn't take the rats' warnings. We didn't pay enough heed to the rats' warnings, and we paid for it with our lives. But I'm ramping up production now. A fair bit more, so we should be more successful this time. Do that. How many do I have? 8 peasants. 18 out of 18.
No change in the treasury, lord.
Okay. Get that there. Get that there. Get up there.
Yes.
You lot get up there as well. You can put troops up on top of the keep, as I've mentioned. Fletchers. Fletchers.
More wood is needed.
Oh, we need more wood. You like Stronghold? It's a good game. I'm enjoying it thoroughly, though it is already proving to be challenging, even though it's only on the first mission.
Wood needed.
Hmm. Build that there. We need to build another one over here. There we go. Okay. Do that. And you have one bow. We're going to need more bows.
Not enough wood, my lord.
Ugh. We're one short. If you had picked up that plank, I would have been able to build a second one. I'll actually do a save here. Mission 5. Mission 5
Saving.
beginning. There we go. Thank you. Saving. Build another. Fletcher's. Build another bakery? Sure. There's flowers sitting there. How many peasants do we have available? 2. We should build another hovel.
Our food stocks are dwindling, my liege.
Okay. We'll build another wheat farm.
A small group of the rat soldiers are heading to the castle. We await orders. My bow is yours.
Get up there.
Me lord, we are on our way.
Get over there. Build up a platform there. Fine. You see, once the walls fell before, our archers actually got killed off by their archers pretty quickly, just because they out arrowed us. Also knocking down these platforms which they were standing on.
No change in the treasury, lord. They're coming to the ramparts. We await orders.
Okay.
Instructions. Leaving
Up there.
now.
Yeah, it's just a tiny squad. Not compared to the massive army which was there before.
We await orders. Yes. Moving off. Archers ready.
I wonder what the bonus would be for this one, for doing it without any losses. Even be possible.
Me lord,
If you cycled your troops out, possibly.
We await orders.
Okay. Also need to build a gatehouse up here, because I can cross there. Wooden wall, like that. And there. There we go.
Yes?
Okay. Food production's underway.
Our food stocks are dwindling, my liege.
Hmm. They actually have to go through our base to get over here, so they're completely safe back here. We should build another mill. Expand the granary a little? Sure. Okay, once you've got the Fletchers up, actually producing bows, it doesn't really cost that much.
Our
Okay.
food stocks are dwindling.
Full
my
rations.
liege. No change in the treasury, lord.
Bit much, these taxes.
We can actually raise up again, can't we?
No change in the treasury, lord. Our food stocks are dwindling, my liege.
We should be able to keep up with that. Have I finished Stronghold 1 missions? I have played through the campaign once before. I believe on normal. But that was a number of years ago. So I might try and play through it on hard.
Very low, sire.
But that might be a bit too much for
Food
me.
stocks are
We'll have to see.
dwindling, my liege.
Normal rations.
Oh, they're fine. Nice save for extra ration.
Double rations. Great.
Okay. We could probably do with another bakery. I'll stick you... there. Okay, how's our bows?
We await orders. Needed, sire.
No, we don't have any more peasants.
Archers, ready.
Get up
We're
there.
on our way. Leaving now.
We see that peasants. There's a little ring above this fireplace, which shows when the next peasant is going to turn up.
We await orders.
So,
My
there.
boy's yours. Moving off.
So for that,
We are losing a little money, my liege.
I suppose the military units don't actually count towards
We
your
await
peasant
orders.
limit.
Needed, sire. Me lord, we are on our way.
Okay. There. There. There we go.
We await orders. Instructions.
Can I build another Fletcher's? It is 100.
Our gold stocks grow steadily, sire.
Go on.
Please, sire. I have a family to support.
Can we get some gold for this before it... There we go. Before everyone ends up being terribly upset.
A message from the rat.
Prepare to grovel before me in my court. You do not have what it takes to defeat the likes of me.
Yes, yes. I've heard it all before, and it was apparently true, because we lost. Most embarrassing.
We await orders. We await orders.
They're not here yet.
We await orders. Yes? Leaving now. Our gold stocks grow steadily, sire.
Please, sire. I have a family.
The rat's troops are attacking.
Bit much, these taxes.
We just fiddle with the tax rate to get a bit more gold every now and then when we need it. Because we're gonna need more archers than this.
Archers, ready.
We only have 22, which is as many as we had at the end. How's our food stockpiles? They have it across the river too. They move slowly when they're going across it. I build another farm. At the moment it's better to have too much than too little. Okay, and we're going to need another hovel.
Held firm.
Oh, the siege got underway. I wasn't even paying attention. Yeah, 4 Fletchers, would that be enough? How long does it take for them to make a bow? Yeah. Can we see how long it until they manage to create one? Oh, they actually
Granary
need...
stocks are very low, sire.
Oh, there we go. No, it doesn't actually say. I wish I had a timer on it. But
Our gold stocks grow steadily, sire. We await orders.
there we go.
Me lord. Moving off.
Get up there.
Instructions. We are on
You two
our
get over
way.
there.
Leaving now.
Oh, they actually have to carry all the bales of wheat one at a time over there, and then they'll resow it.
Granary stocks are very low, sire.
But you get multiple wheat bales from a single farm. 4 per row, it seems.
We await orders. We await orders. Moving off. We are on our way. Yes? Leaving now. Archers, ready. My bow is yours. Moving.
Get up there.
off. Granary stocks are very low, sire. Our food stocks are dwindling, my liege.
Normal rations.
Yeah, there's people coming with bread.
Extra rations.
We await orders, me lord. We are on our way.
Get up there. Actually, we'll start putting troops up on here. How far are we through? Nearly to the end. Well, win this or lose this, I will probably call it at the end of this mission,
Granary stocks are very low, sire.
so that I can get to my other thing planned.
We are almost out of food, sire. Our food stocks are dwindling, my
Come on,
liege.
stop eating it all.
Our gold stocks grow steadily, sire. The people love you, my lord. Our gold stocks grow steadily, sire. The people love you, my lord. We await orders. Instructions. Leaving now.
Oh, you're getting up there.
Off.
Okay. Am I planning on doing a 2-game stream or just a 1? I do plan on doing Warhammer 2 later on. So, a 2 stream. I tend to stream 2 things at a time. Or I tend to like to do at least 2 things. Mixing it up a bit, as it were. So it sort of depends on how long the how much time the first thing I stream does. Sometimes I'm having too much fun, and then I will keep playing it. And I am having fun playing this,
A message from the rat.
but we're nearly at the end of the mission.
The glorious forces of Depuce will brush you aside, as I would brush a fly from my arm.
We are on our way.
Brush you aside like a weird brushy thing. Twist and turn like a twisty, turny thing. I like that. There's actually some, like, ambient noises based on what you're looking at. You can hear the water from the waterfalls over there.
The rats' troops are attacking.
Kind of hear the,
Yes. Archers!
you can kind of hear the river anywhere.
We await orders. My
Okay,
is yours.
let's see whether
Instructions?
43, double our last amount, is any good or not. I feel like sending it
We await orders.
like an ambush attack out to get rid of some of these would be good.
Yes.
Oh, I can actually tell them to attack. Doesn't do much.
My boys, yours. Ready. We await orders. Me lord.
Catapults!
Instructions. We await orders. The enemy has breached the wall.
Yeah, retreat.
Archers, ready.
They still get the defensive bonus up on top of this.
My boys, yours. Finding targets. Leaving now. We have survived the enemy's.
Hey! Much better. Well done. They'll run off. The catapults get packed up and they run off. But we see the catapults just destroying the palisades. Ugh.
A message from the rat.
Ah! My stupid troops won't. They didn't follow my foolproof plan.
He's like a Skaven in everything except race. Or species. Victory!
Victory.
Oh, we only lost 2% of our troops. That's pretty good.
Fortunately, you have survived the assault, and as luck would have it, taken control of another county. No sooner has the dust of battle settled than a dispatch arrives, summoning you back. You are certain the lords will be pleased with your progress.
Are we going back or forward? We might actually have to start the next mission to be able to save. Act 2, Taking a Stand. Well, we'll see a little of what's in store for us.
You damned fool! What in God's name did you think you were doing?
Well, to be fair, it was I who gave the order to scout further.
Yes, but not even you would be stupid enough to authorize an all-out attack on Depoos.
Meanwhile, the rat receives news of the loss of his county.
I can't believe it. My troops have scattered all over the place. There's nothing I can do. I've lost the county.
Show some backbone. My contingency plan is already in motion. You'll have your county back soon enough. Trust me.
Later, a dispatch arrives from the rat, stating your newly acquired county has been blockaded. As Woolsack reads the letter, you and Sir Longarm look on like a pair of naughty schoolchildren.
Mission 6, The Rat's Proposal.
Depoos is willing to consider a truce once we withdraw our troops from his county.
Ah, it's a trap. This youngster's father was killed the same way. We should use our momentum for another strike.
No, we don't have the manpower to sustain a full-scale war.
You are dismissed, leaving the lords to discuss the important details of your next mission. Finally, a red-faced Sir Longarm storms out of the room to give you your briefing.
Lord Woolsack, in all his wisdom, wishes you to arrange a truce, but I don't like it. I will lend you my finest mason, so you can prepare yourself for the worst.
Pitch a small camp in an open clearing, then await Duke de Pousse's arrival. Do not bring arms to bear upon him for any reason. To secure our lands, these talks must succeed.
Yeah. Okay, but I think we'll have to leave that for next time. So I think it should keep our progress where we're up to. Part of me wants to start the mission just to have a save at the beginning of it, but I think we'll be able to get to the mission from the mission list. Oh, we should be able to get it from the mission list because it was listing them at the beginning. Started anyway, just in case.
Poos wishes to meet
We'll do a
us in this
save.
valley surrounded by cliffs. It looks like someone has moved some of the boulders to the edge of the cliff.
Okay, there we go. Quick mission. Yep. And should we be able to see it? Yep, there we go. Okay, I was worried about nothing. So we'll start from mission 6 next time. But that'll have to wait until next time. So yes, I would like to thank you for joining me for this beginning stream of Stronghold, which was rather spur of the moment for me. As a lot of my choices are. Just going like, I don't know what I want to stream next. And I'm like, oh well, I'll do this. That's fine. But yes, we've gotten through the tutorial missions, got our ass handed to us in the first actual combat mission. So I will try to go through the rest of it on hard. Don't know how successful I will be. As I said, I remember one mission in particular later on being a massive pain. And I think that was when I was playing it on normal. But we'll see. Do I have Game Ranger? No, I do not. Anyway. So yes, we'll leave Stronghold there for tonight. I will... As I said, thank you very much for joining me, and I hope you'll join me again next time. I will stop the recording here.